Hi yo, welcome back to Bam Glam DIY. So today I want to show you how to make body spray or body mist, body spray, body mist, body splash, whatever you call it. There actually a difference between the perfume, which is the perfume spray you spray, and then the body spray. Body spray has a whole lot of water in it, and the concentration of fragrance in it may vary according to brand, but most of the time they normally suit from 5% to 15% of the whole volume of the product itself. They actually contain more water. That's why it's called body mist and body splash. Most times it is expected that for you to use it is once you come out of the shower and finish damping your body, you should at least spray it on your skin before you wear your clothes, or also spray it on your clothes. It has some amount of alcohol in it, but more of water. But because of the lesser percentage of fragrance oil in it or perfume in it, they don't really last long. Most of the times, within 1 hour to 2 hours, they must have faded off. Even the next 1 hour, they must have faded, but they actually smells nice on the skin and give you a very beautiful, welcoming appearance wherever you go. But you can't compare it to your perfume. There are different types. Those who are into the perfume world or deals and sells perfume knows that there are differences in them. The perfumes may even have more concentrated, the perfume has more concentrate in them compared to the body mist. Perfumes may contain even up to 30% to 50% of the perfume concentrate in it, and then mixed up with probably alcohol. So I want to work on this particular brand, Beatrice. They have a very lovely bottle appearance. Actually, it smells nice, but this one I'm using does not last more than 1 hour. Is even too much. 30 minutes to 1 hour, it must have faded off. But it's body mist. I don't expect much from it. It's not your final touch of perfume. So it contains denatured alcohol, aqua, which is water, perfume concentrate, and then the emulsifier they use to emulsify this is PEG 40 hydrogenated castor oil. And then the other component there is the color. The last time I did body spray, I used polysorbate 80. Yes, you can use polysorbate 80, but you can also use PEG 40 hydrogenated castor oil. I normally say on my channel that the particular component you are looking for in your own vicinity, if you don't find it, try and see if you can actually source for other chemical components that can actually serve the same purpose. So to replace polysorbate 80 in making body mist, we are using PEG 40 hydrogenated castor oil. If you should browse online about PEG 40 hydrogenated castor oil, it's just an emulsifier. You'll see it in hair products, skincare products, a whole lot of products out there, but it serves as an emulsifier. It helps you to blend the oil into water. That's what I mean by emulsifier. If you add the perfume oil into water, it will normally float. But if you want to combine that perfume oil into water perfectly, you need something to emulsify it and then still give you a clear appearance. Remember, it's body spray. We need it to be clear. So that's what PEG 40 hydrogenated castor oil will be doing for us in this recipe. And then it is also, research has shown on Google that PEG 40 hydrogenated castor oil can also help your perfume to stick longer or last longer on your skin. So we're going to be trying it out. To tell you the honest truth, this is the first time I'll be using PEG 40 hydrogenated castor oil in making body spray. I normally use it in most of my hair care products because it's beautiful. I also use it in my some of my skincare formulations. This is the first time I'm trying it out. So I'll be making 2 recipes of this. I'll be making one vanilla for female, and then I'll be making one ocean breeze or ocean wave for masculine. I'll be using 2 different quantities while I'm making it. So let's watch out and see how it goes. And I will also tell you my own view about the different measurements I use at the end of the video. Let's get straight into it. So to make the vanilla type, trying to imitate or replicate what I have in my hand, the store-bought type. So I'll be using tobacco vanilla as my oil fragrance. I'll be using a little bit of vanilla essential oil. I'm adding this vanilla essential oil because sometimes people ask me how they can add in original essential oils into their body spray. And then I'll also be using the third one, which is the normal vanilla fragrance. Bear in mind that there are different qualities and grades of vanilla fragrance in the market. The ones I'm using are high grade though. I made sure that I bought the one that immediately you open the container, you can smell it from afar. There are grades that when you buy and you apply on your skin, you can even hardly perceive it. If you use those ones that does not smell nice, that does not even come out on its own, the oil fragrance you bought is not even smelling nice. How do you expect when you dilute it with water to continue smelling nice? So try and make sure that you buy the best. Tobacco vanilla is, those who deal on oil perfume knows tobacco vanilla is a very popular fragrance out there in the market. And then vanilla essential oils. It's not difficult. People who deal with essential oils can help you get it. For the whole fragrance, I will combine all to get 20 grams. So I'm using 20 grams of my total blend of fragrance, both the essential oil and the vanilla fragrance, and then the tobacco vanilla. All of them is just 20 grams. In case you are using only one type, or you have only vanilla essential oil that you want to use, bear in mind that the total quantity of fragrance for this particular recipe is 20 grams. Use your scale and take your weights. Now, once you are done blending in your fragrance, that I use vanilla does not mean you must use vanilla. You can use any other thing you have. Midnight Whispers by Britney Spears, anything, any fragrance at all you want to use. But now, into that particular fragrance, follow my steps sequentially, please. Adding your perphotic hydrogenated castor oil, which is your emulsifiers. When you add it into your perfume oil, try as much as possible to mix it very well. Mix, so I'm using 25 grams. Mix it very well. The recipe, I just dropped it a few seconds ago, so even if you didn't see it, you can go back and screenshot it. That's what I'm using for this particular production. At the end, we are trying to achieve clarity. Mix it properly, make sure it is well combined. It has to be well combined before you add in your ethanol. Don't go and start adding in water at this point. Your distilled water will come last. If not, you have your procedure, your product, your fragrance oil may float, or it may become cloudy. Follow my steps sequentially. I don't want you to start commenting under my comment section. I tried it out and it became cloudy. Mine was not clear. If it becomes cloudy, I don't need to actually be in your house when you are making it. I will just know that you didn't follow the right steps. Follow the right steps. What I added now is alcohol. If you add in the alcohol, mix properly. If it means mixing for the next 5 minutes, mix. Make sure that it is well combined, especially if you are working with higher quantities. Make sure that your emulsifier, your perfume, and your alcohol is well combined, that there is no separation, because perphotic hydrogenated castor oil is actually thick, very, very thick. So you need to make sure that that thickness is well dissolved before you start adding in your distilled water. Please, I'm not using tap water, I'm using distilled water. Make sure you use distilled water and then you add it gradually. So what I did now was to do times 2 of my alcohol and to see whether it will fit into this recipe perfectly. For sure it will fit in. It's body spray. It's supposed to be, the water is supposed to be very much bigger than the quantity of the alcohol in the formula. That's why it's called body mist and body splash. And it's because of that, it's supposed to be so cheaper, because the concentrate of the perfume in it is very little. So I added my water till I got to my around 120, and then you stop, which is the times 2 of what you added in your alcohol. After mixing it all together, adding a little bit of preservative to it. Something like liquid Jamal Plus can work very well. Something like Optifane, something like phenoxyethanol, you can use it. Now, for now, you are done with this project. If you want to color, you color, and then you pour it into your bottles. That's all for making this. So for this step, the second one I want to make now, I'm going to alternate the measurements and see which one will come out better. So for the second one, I'm using Cool Breeze, Cool Water, and then Ice River. I wanted something that has this feeling of spotty feeling, or kind of an ozone smell, or a fresh scent. I didn't want anything fruity nor floral. I want it to be for a masculine. So I'm combining the Cool Breeze, Cool Water, just all the cool, and Ice River. I was actually looking out for polo spots in blue to add to it, but I didn't see. So for this particular recipe, I'm making use of the whole total of my fragrance oil. I dropped the recipe is 30 gram, and then I'll be combining it with PEC 40 hydrogenated castor oil at 30 gram. When you read about how to combine usage rate of PEC 40 hydrogenated castor oil, they will normally tell you at least from 1% to 3% to 5%. It depends on how heavy your component that you want to emulsify is. So it seems my oil is very light, so I can do 1:1. I wanted to do 1:2 before, but I tried 1:2 and it was very heavy for me. So, but for now, I'm doing 1:1. So I'm using a total of 30 grams of my perfume oil, and then I'll be combining it with 30 grams of PEC 40 hydrogenated castor oil. Once you add it in, as usual, combine it very well so that it can emulsify. Once it has emulsified, add in your denatured alcohol to combine it well before you add in your distilled water. Once you finish making body spray or body mist, you have to allow it for like 48 hours or 3 days before you can start spraying it on your skin, so that the alcohol in it can calm down, especially those who don't find the denatured alcohol and use something like isopropyl alcohol in replacement of denatured alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol has a very strong and harsh smell. You may even have to leave it up to a week to make sure that that smell of alcohol fades off very well. But you need to cover it though before you can even spray it on your skin. But if you are using perfumers alcohol, it's very easier. Please, who sells perfumers alcohol? It's just people who deal on perfumes that sells perfumers alcohol. This kind of perfumers alcohol is also known as denatured alcohol. So where can you get the PEC 40 hydrogenated castor oil? I know most of us will want to know. So go on to Instagram and just type in Ideal Chemicals, IDEAL, Ideal Chemicals. Message them, get their phone number, and then you can tell them you want to buy PEC 40 hydrogenated castor oil. I think the least quantity you can buy from them is 250 meals of it. They can ship to you everywhere, anywhere you are, and they are located in Abuja. Please, this is not an advert. That's why I'm not posting much details. But if you go on Instagram, type in Ideal Chemicals and you get their details and you can buy from them. Once you are done with your production, package in a spray bottle. I'm using a 250 ml of spray bottle to package it, but look for something very beautiful and very nice, because it will help you. You can see how beautiful it is. If I'm to sell this for you, how much would you expect me to sell it for you? All the same, the replica, the main product that I was trying to replicate, ranges from 4,500 to 5,000 in the market. So if you make your own, you can decide however you want to add the price to it. I believe this will help a whole lot of questions I've been getting in my DM. I want to go into perfumery. How can I do body spray? You can start your brand with this. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you very much.